start at the talk about EU, right? Because we never really do the EU one. So maybe just sum up EU, what happened and shit real quick.
Sure.
So we had Oxygen making it all the way to the grand final where BDS come back on top. Chicago, I guess I'll ask you first. Are you surprised that BDS are back on top?
No, I'm gonna be real, bro. And I feel like Chad's gonna agree with me. No one gave a fuck about this regional. Let's be honest. I'll say it.
Yeah.
AC
Okay.
not being in it, it was boring. You knew which teams were gonna make top 4. Fair play. I guess you could say the same about NA with like G2 Gen, but actually not as of recent. But this regional was fucking so boring. I actually tried to watch it, but I genuinely couldn't. I like fell back asleep 3 times. Good for BDS, good for Monkey Moon. People were like questioning him if he was falling off, but they get the job done. Drawley first regional win, and Oxygen keep balling out. But yeah, this regional was boring as fuck.
Yeah, I hate to add on top of Kago and be a hater, but I watched Reddles and Jack's watch party for a minute on Saturday, I believe it was.
Yeah.
They were taking bets if any of the lower seeded teams would take a game off an upper seeded team because the first 2 series were sweeps. They were taking bets if teams would take games, not series, games.
Yeah.
That is nuts, man.
And
then semis, I will say it was surprising to see Oxygen beat Gentlemates, but everything else after that, I don't know. I mean, BDS is looking pretty solid, but no KCORP here was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think KCORP missing out on the regional, I slowly started to realize Rizzo and them are right. Like, you cannot have teams like KCORP missing out on the regional because, I mean, yeah, part of it is on them, but at the same time, my God, bro. I mean, Friday was a sleeper. Saturday was a complete sweeper. We had no game 7s or anything. The next day, we had all 4-1. So, without KCORP, it kind of feels like there's a gap still between, like there's no big matchups that happen in the quarters, really. Because they all get separated.
You miss out on one big quarter match at least. Mm-hmm. And then who knows with Swiss. Like, maybe if KCORP's in it, like another team that goes 3-0 loses, so then it sets up like different seeding and all that.
Yeah, KCORP being in there like genuinely changes everything because I mean like that if they are in this tournament, they're top 2 seed, top 1 seed, and then everything shifts down, all the matchups are changed. We have a completely different top 8, and I mean just on top of all that, I mean who's not watching KCORP? They got the biggest fan base in all of Rocket League and one of the best teams too. I still cannot believe that they missed this regional. That's so shocking.
Well, how do I get? Let me get to the rankings real quick one more time because we can talk about that real quick.
Is like imagine if like Oxygen and Karmine like played each other in quarters and then would have set up for the 4th regional. Like, but now we just know who's going to the major. Like the 3rd EU regional, let's be honest, like we know who's making it. Like NA is like more exciting, but EU is we know which teams are making it. Like I'm very clear.
Well, so what is KCORP? KCORP, don't they have to win the next so first of all, they got to qualify for the event, right? We got to say that first. But they got to make the main event. Then they have to win it all. And not on top of that, I'm pretty sure this previous weekend, like, everything went bad for them.
It was genuinely, I'm pretty sure statistically, it was, like, the worst possible thing that could have happened for KCORP.
That's insane.
Yeah, Vati tweeted this out after the results of Oxygen making the final with, what's their name? I'll screen share for you guys as well.
With Oxygen.
Yeah, because they needed those teams to do bad, right? You said?
I mean, Oxygen was like their biggest competition, and I know I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself, but heading into this major, obviously KCORP's not going to be there. I believe Oxygen had put themselves in I don't know if I'd say a good spot, but they put themselves in a possible chance to actually pass KCORP with doing very well in this regional. There is a world where KCORP don't make worlds. I don't know what exactly statistically that entails, but I know Oxygen has to perform to a certain level. So the question now is like, what can KCORP do to close that gap? And can Oxygen make this major and perform at it to overtake KCORP?
Why is KCORP, I guess, in a terrible spot for Worlds? Because, like, doesn't Oxygen need to make, like, a top 4?
Not if they keep doing it as well as they are. That's the reason why it's so bad. It's like Oxygen makes the major, but they get, like, 4th seed or something. The fact that they're, like, winning or getting, like, grand finals, Oxygen still has to do well, but instead of, like, winning the major or getting grand final, now it's slowly turning into top 4 or top 8. That's why like Karmine, even though they're not going to make the major most likely, they need to do really well in this regional for like their worlds. It's kind of like LG, but like a little bit more, I'd say like realistic, because like LG most likely is like they're at a disadvantage where Karmine kind of still holds their own fate and they can control it, but
just a lot needs to go fucking perfect. Okay, so that we can move out of EU now since we never really do that, guys. So we're trying to like touch on it a little bit because the quals and stuff have been going on, guys. Also, the YouTube doesn't work, so if you're on the YouTube, you got to come to the Twitch, guys. Sorry about that. I don't have that scene set up over there, but yeah, we wanted to talk about the double elimination for the final NA quals we had, and I guess the shock of it was, we can get into like my team and stuff in a bit, but the actual teams that are expected to get in, I mean, Flitz, TSM not getting in, where did that, down here.
I have so much I could say on this whole TSM situation. First off, I don't know if you saw.
Who they lose from the upper?
They lost to Wandamike, Nexity, and Nitrous. They were up 2-0 in Game 5 with 30 seconds left.
No
they get scored
way.
on 0 seconds off some bad challenges from all three of the players. Then they get scored on 15 seconds in OT. They went from 2-0 up in Game 5 to losing, going to the lower bracket, and then losing to Yapville, which I don't think Yapville were that bad. We ended up playing them to make the regional, but Yapville is not better than TSM. They were better than them that series, but I don't know what happened.
Who's Yapville again?
Yapville is Ren, Sauce, and Martin.
That's like unlosable. I'm not gonna lie. That's
you cannot lose that if you're TSM.
That's like really bad. I mean, Flitz, you guys had to be pumped because where you guys got like absolutely fucked because TSM lost.
Yeah, so I'll give everyone a quick peek into what happened. Right.
This is Flitz team, guys. For those that don't know.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
So finally, we were able to qualify. I'm super happy about it. We played Snowman in the first round, and we got a really good upset win against them, and we kind of dominated. I wouldn't say dominated, but Game 4, we won like 9-1.
Talk your shit. Stand on
Game
business.
4, Game 4, we low-key won 9-1. We low-key went crazy, right? So we upset Snowman. That was a really good win for us, but also Snowman was the first team that knocked me out in qual number 1. So for me personally, this felt great. We beat them. We're in the middle of playing Cloud9. I checked Twitter in between games 3 and 4. We lose to Cloud9. It's 1 and 2 in the series. I'm like, all right, let me just look at Twitter, reset, right? I see that TSM loses to Wandamike. And what that means is I have to go from Snowmen to Cloud9
you
to
get
TSM,
fucked again.
which are 3 teams that have gotten top 4s. And all this is happening while G Buffo is playing Samba and Buddy to qualify. So I'm fucking losing my shit. I'm getting super pissed. And right before we play TSM, they lose to Ren, Martin, and Sauce.
I mean, you guys seeing
like,
that, you probably had to been like, holy shit, this is our golden ticket.
You know, like the emotions were insane because it goes from beating Snowmen, we feel on top of the world. We lose to Cloud9 in a kind of close series, but we find out we have to play TSM. I'm just like, bro, I'm so sick of this shit. It happens to be every qual. Just get it over with. Then they lose all of the weight on my shoulders personally, off my back. I'm like, if I lose to this next team, no disrespect to Yapville. If I lose to Yapville, I don't deserve to be in the regional. That's not a diss, but we have to win that series. TSM did as well. They just lost. And so we ended up winning game 1 in an OT, and then game 2 and 3 we kind of controlled. I think we scored like 7 to their 2, and then we got in the regional.
Kago, what's the next step for a team like TSM? Like, you bomb out at top 32, and obviously these guys, they're tweeting out, they're super motivated and stuff, and I get they're going to be motivated because, I mean, what other approach do you get? Your season's done right now. So, like, what approach do you take? Or do they, like, think about a change on the team? Or do you think that's likely for a team like that? Someone leaves?
Well, they're gonna change. I think if they don't, like, I understand if they don't, because, like, you know, maybe they're friends, they came up together, like, they were this team that in the offseason no one expected, and they became very, like, popular. TSM signed them, cool story, but it's like once you get to this moment, it's like you can't take those results they had this season because they had what, 1 top 4, maybe. Did they have 1 top 4?
They had 1 top 4. I don't even know if they had a top 8. I think they just had the top 4.
You just can't take those results, like, even if it's, you know, maybe a downgrade in the moment. You kind of got to just try something because you can't just go into the next season. Like, it's not like you were right there, right? Like, let's be honest, they weren't right there contending for majors. They had a rough season, probably for their standards. So I don't know. I mean, you got to get better as a team and individually. I mean, you have a fucking brutal off season now. Let's be honest. So you have a lot of time to get better, but you also have a lot of time to think about what's gonna happen. I think it's not just them, but I think NA is gonna have like a huge roster mania. So I'm sure it'll affect them. But I don't know. I mean, there's not like it's not the worst opening season of like a lot of those players' careers, but yeah, at the same time, it's definitely rough. You just got to get better.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a choice. I think the way they ended was really rough and relatively unexcusable. But I think overall TSM did have a pretty good season, especially considering this is Wavy's first season. I think this is Hockey and Cream's first time on like a really big org and like on a really big team. They had some good moments, but
I think as well, like Kago said, I mean, they have a 7th month off season ahead of them. The only planned event as of right now is Gamers 8.
Yeah.
And publicly speaking, we don't know that much about it, right? But besides that, I mean, they have nothing but time. And I also agree. I've talked about this before. I predicted before, and I'm going to stay with this prediction. I think every team except for G2 is going to make a move. And honestly, I wouldn't even be that surprised. Like with this much time, with so much like volatility in rosters, like, and all it takes is one roster to blow up for everyone else to kind of fall with. So I'm very interested to see what will happen, but it sucks to see that TSM's season ended this early because they're not a team that should ever be missing regionals and definitely not a team that should be losing to Yapville.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they were one of those teams. Do you guys remember what they were called before during the offseason?
Hey, bro. They were Hey, Bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. And they were rolling through a lot of the tournaments, making good results and even winning some, I believe, at one point. But yeah, I mean, they had a great overall, man. They go from an unsigned team to signing with an org like TSM, who everyone has heard of. And yeah, I mean, they had a couple good results, a couple results they probably weren't happy about. But yeah, I guess long off season, we'll see what happens with them. Next topic we're going to talk about is the elephant in the room, Little Step Bros. What were y'all thinking? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What were y'all thinking when you saw the team formed, right? And you saw us take down the 3-headed monster, team deleted?
So Kofer came in my call one day and he goes, Flitz, bro, I got a new team. I go, who's your new team? He goes, Squishy and Kep. I said, bro, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, you know what? That's low-key not a bad team. Squishy's still good. Kep still got it, right? And then you guys, I'm watching. I'm not going to lie. I was watching it as every series that I could when I wasn't playing. Watching you guys sweep deleted was nuts.
Bro, I can't even find it. But day 2, we took down deleted, guys. That is the org I represent for those that don't know. And I thought I might be getting fired. But I do, as we saw, we did play. Okay, so I know people are going to say I'm coping a little bit. But we lost to 2 teams that did qualify. So that makes it a little bit better. But also, I'll be real, man. I did let the boys down a little bit, right? We made a little bit run in the lower bracket. We won a couple series in a row. And then we played Spate, who's made a couple of the regionals. Dude, I'll be real. As a guy that if you don't scrim nowadays and you like haven't been competing for like 2 years, it is so hard to keep up with these fuckers. Like straight up. I felt out of place. Like I felt like every time I was playing, dude, my chat was roasting me, dude. I've never seen me get roasted like that. I felt terrible. I didn't want to stream anymore. But I mean, as someone that was in my position, let me tell you about my POV. Why would I not let them? I'm not trying to take their boost up. I'm trying to leave them opportunities since they're way better than me. So it is what it is. We tried our best. We lose 3-1. And I mean, dude, at the end of the day, I think Squish, I had like 6.7. I think Squishy had like 4-point-something thousand viewers. We combined for like, 11,000 or something. That's over a third of what the RLCS EU championship day had, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like that was amazing content. Like I'm so used to watching like the highest of the high, right? The KCORP versus BDS, the G2 versus Gen G, and this is still good Rocket League. It's not quite like at the top, but let me tell you, bro, these qualifiers are sometimes more interesting than the main event. I swear to God, man. Like this means so much for some of these
Reed
people.
needs to fix his
like,
fucking
just
mic.
watching this run of AlphaKep, Squishy, and Kofer, like I don't know. Like I wish I could have watched more. Sadly, I was playing for some of it, but it was great content, man.
Reed, your mic is like fucking your cable or something, bro. And I don't know what to do, but it's trying to be fucking insane to everybody else. I couldn't even focus on what Flitz just said. We're sorry, guys. This is the quick chat.
The quick chat.
Are we good?
I think so. Kago?
Oh, testing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're good now. Kev, what do you think about this historic Step Bros run?
You guys gonna have to tell me like instantly if it happens.
All right, I will. Will do. We'll do.
No way to tell either.
I mean, I thought it was badass. It was some of the most fun I had. I have the most fun when I don't have any pressure, and it's so fun just getting on and playing and not giving a shit if you lose. Now, obviously, once we got to the qual match, I know a lot of people want us to make it, but we didn't. It is what it is, but it was still a great time, and I mean, I'm gonna run it back next season with, whether it's content creators or sweatier people. It's still fun as hell.
Well, look, man, all I'm going to say is we were one series away from having the entirety of the quick chat in the regional. I just realized.
Yeah,
Could have been big.
I understand that, and I let y'all down.
No, Kev, you did not let us down, man.
Chicago, y'all beat NRG for what? 10th time in a row?
Oh, the NRG? Holy shit.
I mean, what? Can they just not? Is there like, do you just, you guys are just too confident?
It's probably like M80 with like the quarterfinal. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't explain it, but,
no, I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's go into our overview about the teams that got in, which we already know the teams that got in, but let's have a look at the matchups. You guys, why am I zooming in? Flitz, do you want to do, or Kaga, what do you guys think? Talk about any of the interesting matchups and do our predictions?
I mean, I think
for round one.
We can just speed run round one. Maybe then.
I think we can.
All right, fuck it. We'll start it with you. Flitz, you got G2 round one. How you feel about that one?
Look, man, G2's, they've already made Major. They've already made Worlds. They don't care anymore. They're going to let us have this. It'll be an easy 3-0 sweep. It'll be light. Nah, I mean, look, all jokes aside, I don't think we're the 16th team in this regional, but we are by points. We kind of have the hardest team in the regional.
You're definitely better than some of these teams in here. I'll say that.
I think so. I think so. But I mean, regardless, right? I don't think round one of Swiss matters that much. If we win, that's fucking awesome. If we lose, it's like, okay, everyone expected it. We're gonna give it our all. We're gonna shock the world, but I'm not gonna be surprised if we lose. And if we do, we have two more losses or at least 2 more rounds to kind of bounce back. I'm not too worried, but we are gonna give it our best shot.
Okay, Reed, I want you to give a prediction on that series.
G2 incorrect.
G2 incorrect.
You can hit me with it, man.
The first series of the day are always the most winnable, to be honest. I mean, we saw G2 went to versus Cold. They went to 3 OTs. Mm-hmm. So I'll give incorrect. Maybe we'll give them a game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe 2. I don't know. Mm-hmm. G2's winning. Most likely, right? But I'm not gonna. I'll say 3-1.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, G2 is I think they're the worst team to get by far. I don't even know. Yeah, you guys. I mean, 0-1. Yeah, I guess some of these teams do have easier. How did 0-1 get OG?
So when I was on that team last split, we got a 9th through 11th, which really buffed.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kept points that transferred through.
Yeah, TSM losing not changed the seeding around, so that's why there's no rematches. So now instead of us playing Energy, LG plays Energy. That's kind of an interesting round one. I mean, a lot of those bottom 4 matches became a little bit more interesting because TSM didn't make it.
Yeah, Flitz, I think round 1 teams come out a little bit slower. I think you guys will be more amped up to go into that series. So I'll give you guys a game, but I think this is gonna be one of those series where it's breaking the ice on the day and then kind of get your day started from there. But you never know, man. Maybe you guys come out and fucking do some crazy shit.
We'll see, baby. We'll see.
Shinji, G Bufo, I think we can all agree that this is going to be probably a 3-0, right?
Mm-hmm. I love the G Buffo guys. I feel like Gen G is such a hard team to upset, especially with First Killer. He's been in my 2s game, dropping 1,500 on my team. He's ready for the regional. I wish G Buffo the best of luck because they're kind of in a similar situation to us where they just kind of got one of the top dogs and they got to just go out swinging.
Yeah. I mean, that team made a regional before though, which is kind of cool. So this is 2 for them. So they're kind of breaking their shell. OG versus 0-1. Reed, is there any chance in hell 0-1 can win this?
A chance? I mean, it's not like G2 Gen G where I don't think it's impossible, but no, I don't think they do. I would say 3-1, OG 3-0.
Keep in mind the teams that are boot camping. Help me with this if you guys want. It's OG, LG.
Moist.
Is M80? Those guys play at a
M80. They have a fake boot camp.
So Moist is Shopify?
I believe Shopify is. I thought they were.
Are they?
I thought they were the whole split. I could be wrong.
No. I know they could be for the 3rd regional, but I'm pretty sure it's just OG, LG, and Moist.
I don't even know if Shop won a boot camp because every time they boot camp, it's gone fucking worse.
Yeah, I agree. Also, it's a fun fact, but it's not gonna matter, but LG and Moist are boot camping at the same spot. So if they end up playing each other,
oh my god,
be kind of content.
Yeah, they're screaming at each other. That'd be sick.
Yeah, scream off.
Yeah, OG. I'm gonna take Flitz in this series. I'm gonna go OG, get the job done here, 3-1.
Yep. I think we just move on to SSG next.
SSG Spate. Reed, how you feeling about going in this series?
I mean, we're confident again. I'm not gonna predict because but I mean, Space actually they've had a very good season for their standards. No one expected any of these players to make a regional. Yeah. This is
I think it's their
4th.
I think it's the 5th. I think they've missed one.
And they've also beaten I don't know what team. I know they've beaten Energy once or twice, and maybe some other teams. So honestly, this team has been probably if you're gonna do a I don't know what the term is, a bubble. I don't know what else to say, but a bubble award team, it would probably be.
They're breaking the shell, bro.
Yeah, they're slowly moving up. Now, if they want to do a snowman and kind of move up, they need a top 8 or something, which they haven't really gotten close to. But who knows?
But they're like consistently making those events, which is good for them.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's tough to have that consistency, even just getting into them. So seeing them get there is great, but I mean, it's just so hard for me to go against SSG, who I honestly like. I know OG's above them because of seeding, but I think SSG is the third best team right now. Points wise, they also agree. I mean, I think SSG is still going to end up sweeping here, even though Spade have been doing well this season.
I mean, they're like 3 mechanical kids. They're good. Like they play fast and they're good at mechanics. So and their challenges are pretty solid. So I'm not surprised that they've made majority of the regionals because they're pretty damn good now. Now I think these are where all I think the more matchups go where they could kind of go either way. And we got LG versus NRG. I guess we got one team boot camp in LG. And is there a reason to why? Because I thought they couldn't even make it.
I think it might have been planned before. I could be wrong, but I mean, like,
I think they wanted to go for the second regional and they couldn't. But honestly, I don't fully hate it because this regional, it's kind of like KC. They're not really playing for the major. Of course, they can make it, but like they're not likely going to.
Yeah.
But the reason why they're boot camping is because they need to outplace OG. Like their entire season relies on them outplacing OG. Because if they outplace OG this event, they have a pretty decent chance at going to Worlds. So that's why.
Oh, so it's not even about this regional. It's mainly about
for
the long term for them.
Yeah.
So who do you got in this
honestly, well, it's interesting. That's like because again, like EU, I guess there's some of these storylines, but who gives a fuck about EU? But NA, like you have obviously there's like I don't know 4 or 5 teams that can qualify for major, and then you also have like this side thing of can LG outplace OG this weekend to have a chance at Worlds. So that should be kind of it's a team playing for their season right there.
Okay, Flitz.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen LG get a top 2 before. I don't know if they're going to get a top 2 here, but I mean, they're on their last leg, right? They have nothing to lose, everything to gain. And I think we're going to see them fighting. I think they're going to do well here. I think they're going to get a win to start off the Swiss. I think LG's going to win this one 3-1.
Yeah, this is a weird one for me because NRG have been struggling all season. I don't feel like they found their footing. People say that they're good, or I heard like Garrett and even Reddle's hyping up the team saying they're good in scrims. It's just they got to translate it somehow and like do it on the day because I don't know. Are they like Reed when you scrim them? Do they play like they're a top 8 team NRG?
We haven't scrimmed them in a while, but yeah, they're gross in scrim. They are gross in scrims though. We've gotten owned by them a couple of times for sure.
I mean, also, though, LG's been struggling. Like, this split, this has been one of their, like, individually, people are saying they just don't look good individually right now. Like, all 3 of them just haven't been themselves. So, this is an interesting one, but I see this going to Game 5, but I would probably take LG, their boot camp, and there's a lot more on the line for them compared to NRG since they obviously the Worlds isn't in there. So, yeah, I'll take that Game 5 for the LG guys. M80 taking on Moist. We got the Swiss Merchants taking on Moist.
I mean, you got the greatest Swiss team of all time here. I feel like you can't go against them, right?
Moist have had kind of a slowdown, haven't they? This split ever since they got signed, it's just not been the same Moist.
Those first 2 regionals in split 1, they got 2 top 8s, and they just missed out on that 3rd regional after they got signed. I just don't feel like they've been as good as they were in that first split. And then M80, although they haven't won in the quarterfinals, they're absolutely killing everyone in Swiss. So I feel like this honestly could very much be a sweep for M80.
Yeah, I'm with it. I would go probably 3-1, 3-0. Our other series, we got Cloud9 taking on Dig. Cloud9 just made they just made a top 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just finished.
Yeah, I mean, they're good.
4.
They're good as shit right now. They're in a chance right now at the major. So they need to, who do they need to outplace, Reed? Cloud9.
OG.
So just OG.
Them and OG are tied.
Yeah.
So, but there's other teams behind them that like actually kind of have a shot. But if you're Cloud9, like, I mean, you can't really outplace anybody like you in day 1. Like you can't be thinking about that. You just have to be worried about making through Swiss. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, their main foe is OG.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Cloud9, you kind of have to get a top 4 because, like, there's 3 teams above them in G2, Gen.G, and SSG, and let's assume all 3 of them get that top 4. If Cloud9 isn't that team in 4th, someone that is will probably end up passing them. That's the way I see it. So they have a lot to prove here. They're actually in a major race, which I didn't really expect coming into the split, but they've been playing very well. I think Cloud9 is going to come out here and win this one Game 5. I also think Dig had a good showing in that last regional, but I think Cloud9 was a little bit more impressive to me. So give me a Cloud9 in 5.
Yeah, Dig made top 8 in the last event. And honestly, I think they look pretty good with Gyro. I think Stizzy, Arsenal, and Gyro, they look comfortable. And Arsenal in those open quals matches, that double elim, that dude was hitting some crazy shots. So
yeah, he was going crazy. I think they played M80, right?
Yeah.
He was going nuts.
And they did great. They beat M80, right?
They did.
Yeah.
They swept them.
So they're obviously pretty damn good. Dude, this might sound fucked up to say, but I can see these Cloud9 guys. It's their first time where... Actually, I take that back. Lion Blaze, Percy were in a chance when I was on M80 to make the major. I don't know if you guys remember. They were tied for like 6th or 4th.
They had like a top 4 in like the first.
Yeah, they killed it. And then in the last event, they bombed out. I think they didn't make top 8.
Yeah.
So I could see maybe this is the time where they get over the hump. But also, I could see a world where pressure, it's like everything's on the line in these series, and it just feels that much more intense. I think this goes to game 5 as well. And yeah, I'll give it to the Cloud9 guys, man. But I could see Dig winning this with how good those guys have been playing the last couple, like, week and a half, 2 weeks.
I completely agree.
Shopify taking on Snowman. Do you like, Reed, who do you like in this matchup?
By the way, I choose Dig over C9, so
okay.
My pick. Appreciate you.
My bad.
Got me kicking in. I understand.
Yeah.
Shopify Snowman. Shopify. Give me Shopify. I don't know. I have faith in these guys. They're kind of like M80 where like I keep having faith in them. And then sometimes they let me down, sometimes they don't. But I don't know. I think that Snowman hype kind of like wore off a little bit.
Slowed down a bit.
Yeah. And I just think Shopify is better. So like Shopify 3-2. 3-1.
Weren't they rumored to be getting an org or something, Flitz, Snowman?
Yeah, there were some rumors about it, but I mean, especially in this like mid-split, the season's about to end, like, and if they don't make the major, their season ends here. So I'm assuming the orgs are kind of hesitant to get in because, like I said, if they don't make the major, they're signing Snowman for 2 events. So I'm assuming they're waiting to see what comes later. But yeah, they were rumored to get an org, but obviously they haven't yet.
And you said you're taking who? Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no, you're good. So, with Shopify and Snowman, I don't know, like, when I played Snowman during quals, I can't tell if we were playing really good or if they were playing really bad. Maybe it was a little bit of both, but that wasn't the Snowman that got a top 4, right? That wasn't the Snowman that beat Genji. I don't know if they're going to be able to get back to that form. I'm going to have to go with Shopify on this one. I'll take Shopify 3-1.
Yeah, this is weird because it's like Snowman made a top 4, and then we're sitting here 1 week on the quick chat like, could they make a major? It'd be cool to see them. And I don't think any of us had them actually making the major because we thought they wouldn't live up to that top 8, top 4 expectation every time, which honestly they didn't make top 8 in the last event, right?
No, they got 9th. I believe.
Yeah, so they came up short. And then yeah, I'll go. I don't know, bro. This Shopify team is so damn inconsistent in the series I've watched. I mean, even in one game, they look like a team where they're doing 3-man passing plays, and then the next 2 games, it's like it looks like a solo queue team. So I don't really know what to think of the Shopify team, but I'd probably go Shop. I'd go Shop probably game 3-1. All right, so that is our round 1 predictions. Where did you all fellas want to go from here? Talk about
we can talk about like major predictions a bit, or just like who we think that
y'all
think's gonna be.
All right, let me pull this up.
Maybe it's tough. I was to say maybe we can do like a top. Maybe we can speed run the Adam Court Swiss, like speed run that shit, and see based off our collective predictions.
Is it out?
Who is gonna? Yeah,
I'm looking right now.
Maybe we can.
If you want to link it to me, Flitz, I can just throw it in real quick.
Yeah, I found it.
So you guys just want to throw in our predictions real quick?
Just do it like super speed, like
here, look at our quick chat,
and then we'll do questions. We can do questions after that.
All right, chat. We're gonna go through and do our predictions real quick. But we're gonna fly through this, and then we'll do we'll bring in some questions for you guys about. We'll let you guys ask some questions in our Discord if you want to join the Discord. All right, let me wait till this loads.
Yeah, I'm making a copy real quick.
All right, let me fly through this real quick.
I'm just going to watch your stream for it.
Yeah, we had we'll say 3-1 here. Genji, I'll go 3-0. OG, I think we'll say 3-1. SSG, you guys, I'll give you all 3-0. I'm confident in that. LG, we'll say I think a majority of us had LG. We'll say that's a close series. M80, Moist, what are you guys thinking? Just 3-1? Be safe?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cloud9, Dig, we all took, majority took us, we'll say 3-2. Snowman Shop, we'll go 3-1. All right. Oops, why did I do that?
All right, just go from lowers up.
Moist 0-1. Reed, hit me with this. This is your set. We'll keep going.
Moist 0-1. Okay, give me Moist 3-1.
Yep. Snowman.
Okay, wait, this is all me?
You do this row.
Snowman incorrect. Ooh, we got a rematch. Okay.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
Okay.
They already beat him.
Fuck
Incorrect already beat him.
Okay.
Fuck it. 3-0 Snowman.
I mean, reveal is fucking annoying as shit, and so is Frosty. So give me 3-2 incorrect.
Okay, Flitz is down to the lower.
Fuck. And
NRG Spate.
This is unfair. That's just personal. Okay, I didn't even. Did I say 3-2 Snowman? I meant 3-2 incorrect.
You said incorrect.
My bad. I think we're confused. My bad.
Okay,
I think you're confused, bro.
I can't even predict because that's just because I think Reveal and Frost are annoying as fuck.
They're good, bro. They're good.
All right.
NRG Spate. Spate has already beaten them. Keep that in mind.
Okay,
that is actually true.
We're not, dude. No, they beat him with Toasty, bro.
No, they beat him. No, they beat him twice. They beat him
Wait,
twice.
did they beat them with Aqua? Though?
I think Drees and Toasty.
Not with Aqua. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, energy.
I'm going NRG in this.
Yeah.
We'll go 3-1. Dig. I think we all have Dig winning this. We'll say 3-0.
Yeah.
All right, Flitz, hit me up with your predictions right here, real quick.
OG M80, we got to hit him with a 3-1 M80, Swiss Gods.
Yep.
G2 Rebellion, that's a little 3-0 sweep for G2.
Yep, love that.
Space Station Lumen, good luck in 1-1 because Space Station wins 3-1.
I thought he was going to throw one back. Oh, I love that.
Imagine.
3-1.
And then Gen G, that's going to 5, but Gen G takes it.
Okay, you got a close one there.
I mean,
Cloud9, did they beat him last time?
You're high on these Cloud9s.
Dude, they're so tough to play. No one.
Yeah, they are really awkward to play. They have a very unique play style.
All right, I'll rock this round. I'll rock this row. I'm gonna go Spate. I played both these teams. 2 teams that knocked me out, right? By the way, so we didn't lose that many any bad teams. I'm gonna go. I mean, shit, bro. I'll probably go 3-1. Cosmic, I know you're in the chat, brother. You're gonna kick ass next season, bro. You really will.
Great off season ahead of you, brother.
Bro said go next season. That's crazy.
I did not say that, Cosmic. Do not listen to him. Snowman, I'm gonna have Snowman getting a bounce back here, 3-1. NRG Shop. Shit, man, I don't know about this one.
This is like honestly one of those classic series like this season.
Yeah,
it's like Justin versus Garrett, and they played each other like 4 or 5 times.
Do we give it?
This is you, brother.
You guys, Flitz, you want to take over?
3-2 Shopify.
Okay.
I kept do the rest of these.
Okay.
I'm curious to see it. You watch all these matches.
Yeah, we can do that.
So much ball, right? So much ball.
Okay.
You're like infinite ball knowledge.
You pay attention to all the series.
Yeah.
You're noticing everything, right? You're not even looking at chat. You're just locked in, right? So you know all this.
Moist Cloud9, give me these guys. Game 5. We got a couple Game 5s here. We got some barn burners. OG, incorrect. Flitz, I love you, brother. I love you. I do. I'm
0-6 against OG so far.
Okay, so I don't feel as bad about that one. I don't feel as bad about that one. I just think if a team's boot camping, it's hard. They're going balls.
OG's good too.
SSG Genji. Dude, the way SSG had been looking, no bias shit since Region here, but fuck, man. I mean, this is.
Brother, just pick Gen G.
Yeah.
I mean, look, respectfully, like I don't know if SSG beaten Gen G yet. You know,
we haven't beaten G2 or Gen G.
I don't think M80 beat them here. I'll go 3-1.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
Swiss Gala.
Nope, I don't believe in it. I think their morale's already shot, but they'll make it through. All right, Flitz.
Bro, I keep getting rematches.
Oh, this is a good one.
I'm sweeping Moist.
I fucking love that.
I'm sweeping Moist.
Love
Your
that.
ass is not reverse sweeping me again, Aris. Wake up for scrims.
I love that.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Flitz, next one, NRG.
Ooh, Frosty versus
NRG
his
Snowman.
old team.
Frosty actually 3-1's his old team. Good for him.
Oh. Okay, Dig, Spate.
Dig's sweeping that. See you later, Skippy.
Okay, Skippy's out. Skippy, you're going home, kid. OG Cloud9.
Cosmic.
Go next season with Cosmic.
I love Skippy. I love you, Skippy. Cloud9, OG. Oh, that's tough.
That's a good series.
Tough. I like OG here, though. Give me OG 3-1.
Okay.
Lumen, Matey, Swiss Gods, fall to Lumen, 3-2.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought you said Swiss Gods fall.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Swiss God's fall. So
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Wins.
That's bold. Okay.
That is bold.
So we have it. Okay,
Lumen's
amazing.
coming out swinging, bro. SSG Rebellion. SSG 3-1.
Okay. And
Telling you,
these
bro.
are the qualification matchups for us, Reed. Let me know. Start from the bottom.
Matey. Correct.
Rebellion 3-2 over Dig.
Yeah.
Fuck. That Cloud9 Snowman match. Give me
That's
Cloud9 3-2.
Okay, so Cloud9 survives.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 top 8. And then give me M80 3-1 over Incorrect. Sorry, Flitz.
Hey, Flitz, enjoy the offseason,
yeah.
brother.
Me, Skippy, and Cosmic, I'll go in next, bro.
Hey, man. I will say, you guys should have made the last regional, but, like, you guys were dominant and they reverse swept.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that we're a team. I think we could have made all 3 regionals. I think I probably have us around like 14th in NA. Maybe it's a little high. I don't know. But I have a lot of faith in my roster and what we can do. And I'm hoping we can show it this weekend.
All right. Hope you guys the best. And now we got our matches. We got G2 Rebellion, OG Lumen, Gen G, Cloud9, and M80 versus SSG. Let's start from the lower. I'll start this one.
We know
out.
this one's gonna go. You know.
I'm taking Reed winning this, and I'll have it 4-2. I'll say there's a couple close games. Gen G, Cloud9. Who do you like in this, Flitz?
It's so hard to not go Gen G. Give me 4-2.
Okay.
As well.
Reed? OG, LG.
Damn.
Wait, wow, that's huge. That's huge.
Peak story writing, because
that's all. That all happens because I had them winning.
If OG wins this series, they like make worlds.
Yeah, this is a huge series.
Holy fuck!
Everything on the line. We got two teams boot camping.
I want Chad to pick this one. Chad, who do you guys have? OG or LG? Best of 7.
Do the nerves get to OG? That's the question.
You can say that about both
nerves. I mean, these both, I think LG's got more nerves than these guys.
Yeah.
I think OG has so much more to lose, in my opinion. I see so many O's. Yeah.
God damn, fellas. Okay.
All right.
We got some JNAPs.
All right. This will probably be a good series, though. Yeah, Tor's on alt account spamming it. Tor, you're a loser.
Bro, if that actually happens in the regional chat, like
that would be peak. That'd be peak.
That's the best matchup of the regional. Like, no one gives a fuck about grand finals. When you have a match that decides a team's season, it is so like peak in terms of content.
Yeah.
And then Brody even asked us for G2 Rebellion, but I don't.
I mean, my only disagreement there was like maybe a sweep. Like I feel like I
thought you were gonna say give him a game.
I love Rebellion. I feel like in general they've been kind of weak in the quarters. I don't know why. I'm kind of yet to see them in the quarters where I've been super impressed.
They played them last regional, and they actually didn't play terrible, but it was still a sweep. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, especially against G2 as well, who are like kind of statistically the least likely team to lose.
No nerves from G2 as well. Just gonna be fucking pretty silent.
Exactly.
They've already done it. They've literally done everything.
All right, Flitz semis. We got Gen G, SSG.
Fuck it, man. Kago finally gets his get back. 4-3.
Okay. I mean, that's just bias, but I fucking love it. Fuck
bro.
I mean, we can rock bias. I had y'all losing. I won't lie.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I understand. Like, I
Chronic, you suck ass right now, bro.
Bro, Chronic only comes in this stream when I predict them to lose. That is the only time he's in this stream. I swear to God. He's only in this chat when I predict
Dude, I was watching like a Appjack show match with Kofer and Chronic, and Chronic said he couldn't even aerial. So
shit. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you haven't been playing the game.
Yeah,
we'll go 4-0.
I predict you to lose every time. That's just not.
Do you actually want me to put SSG in the final? Are we actually?
No, just put Gen G. You can't put SSG until we beat them. That's just like not fair.
Okay, yeah, that's
coming
fair.
from
me. Okay.
That's like you can't put energy BDS.
He doesn't want that pressure. He doesn't want that pressure. I'll give y'all 2 games, and then we got OG. You're out. Get ready for the major, right? Gen G, G2. Who'd you guys have in this one?
Okay, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, honestly, I'm sick of seeing this fucking matchup at this point, bro. I'm just
honestly, give me G2 because Chronic's in the chat.
Yep, and we're going to win 4-0. We're going 4-1.
Both
4-0.
teams by himself.
Maybe Daniel hits the greatest shot of all time.
Daniel's about to shit on you this weekend. But yeah, is anyone else sick of seeing this fucking matchup? By the way, like I was so hyped for it.
Why do you think I put SSG to win, man?
Yeah, come on, 4-1. I mean, okay, fine. I'll give you another game, bro.
Bro, I would have given it 4-0.
Bro, you've never typed this much ever, bro.
Hey, you gotta chill back there. Chill, Chronic. But yeah, so
talking about Chronic, it's keyboard warrior.
Based on this, that means our teams making the major would be OG, SSG, G2, Gen G, and Flitz, are you happy with sending those 4 teams in?
Yeah, I mean, I think G2, Gen.G, SSG are like the clear 3. I think the 4 is kind of a toss-up. And although I think Cloud9 have been playing really well lately, I do think OG would be that 4th best team. Maybe M80 if they could figure out quarterfinals, but right now I think you have to say OG probably would be the 4th best team that NA could send. I think there's a few other teams you could maybe argue, but for me, I think OG really sells it.
How the fuck do you do this again, bro? You go to Major 2?
Yeah.
You go to rankings? NA rankings?
Major 2 NA.
Okay.
Also, side note, chat, if you guys want to ask a question for the end of the discussion or the end of the quick chat, join the Discord so we can pick you. There's only one person in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't pulled up the screen.
Am I tweaking shit, or like, where do we even find this at? Oh,
bro, rankings.
I just clicked on it 3 fucking times.
Bro, click on. Oh my god, you're not clicking on rankings though. You're clicking on North America. You're so high.
It's not even kicked at all yet. Don't make accusations.
Okay, well, I'm trying to give you an excuse.
All right, now
NA
what?
Rankings.
NA
rankings.
Here we are, fellas.
Welcome to the
quick chat. Major 2, but
we're already in it. Is this not it? No, we're not in it.
No, you're there.
No, he's saying.
He's
saying.
No, you're at full. Yeah, go Major 2 ranking below NA rankings.
There we go. Everybody chill. Okay, so we got. So then that means our team's getting in. Cloud9 would not. Their season would be done. That means, Reed, if you guys make the major, are you guaranteed worlds?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that means it would be Chicago, G2, Gen.G, SSG. Reed's on SSG, and then we'd have OG going.
Yeah.
What does M80 need? They just do that. You said they need to outplace OG and Cloud9, Reed?
I mean, if you look at, I think they need. It depends on how Cloud9 OG do, but like I think they have to do. I think honestly, if Cloud9 Flitz or anyone in chat can correct me, if say Cloud9 OG go down in quarters, I think M80 needs a top 4 and there'll be a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Look at this.
There's a 4-point gap.
There's a bunch of tiebreakers.
Oh wait, that's sick.
Yeah, I didn't know that I could do that. Thank you. I appreciate you for telling us that.
But yeah, there is a 4-point gap between M80 and those teams. But there's also a 4-point gap between 3rd and 4th and 5th and 8th. So if M80 get a top 4, they secure themselves a tiebreaker. If they get a top 2, they just make the major. But I mean, genuinely, like we all know M80 is gonna make quarters, right? Are they gonna get out of quarters? That's the question. They're 0-5. I hope it doesn't become 0-6. But
all right, so that leaves us to our last segment of the day, everybody. We got questions in chat. So guys, what we do on this last part of the quick chat, we're gonna bring in people for probably about 10 minutes tops. So we're gonna do 1 question each. If you want to talk about the series coming up, Rocket League related, let us know. Come in here and ask us a question, fellas, about teams and any of that shit. We're gonna pull in a couple people and let's bring in Good. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, Good? 1 question only. What you got?
All right, so do you know, how many teams do you think will leave from NA specifically this season to next season?
Okay.
What do you mean by leave? Do you mean like
do you mean like
orgs? I think it means orgs.
Yeah, orgs just drop out.
It's so hard to tell because like how many there could be some orgs that drop their teams now and then just like pick up a new team later. So I could see stuff like that happening. I don't know. It really depends as well of like what actually happens with the new season. Like if there's like a super hype announcement, like up the prize pool, more spots, stuff like that. I feel like we could see a lot of teams come in. Because especially right now you have like 12 teams in NA, but only like 4 or 5 in EU. It's kind of tough. What do you think, Kago?
I would be very surprised if all these orgs stick, even once a lot of team season ends. But I think a lot of them will come back when the new season
Yeah, I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense.
Does teams like TSM and I don't know, like all these other teams, if we had a 6-month off season, do they want to pay these guys thousands of dollars a month each?
Well, the thing is, and this is like what it's very like no one knows because there hasn't been any announcement. A lot of these teams, or I should say a lot, but like teams like TSM and Cloud9, I believe join the scene because they have a partnership with Gamers 8. Yeah. So if they have a partnership with Gamers 8 and they get auto invited to Saudi, then they won't be leaving. But if they haven't, if they don't get a spot, because maybe it's based on RLCS points, who knows? Then they leave. But no one knows because like no one knows who's going to Saudi. So
Yeah.
But the rumor is like a lot of these orgs join because they have a partnership with Gamers A. They have a free spot.
So yeah, overall good. That's a good question, but overall it leads to depends if they're staying for Gamers 8 or if they're gonna leave after. So if they get that partnership where they automatically get to go. Thanks for coming on the quick chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. Good question.
Love y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Love you too, brother.
All right, Flitz, you're next. Find us one.
Man, last time I picked didn't go great. Let's go Theo.
Make sure you got the kick ready to go. By the way,
I will be ready.
You're on kick duty.
Yeah, now you got it.
Theo, how's it going, man?
Theo, what's up, brother?
Theo, what do you got for us,
man? One question. What you got?
I gotta ask about Karmine Corp.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Their loss in the qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't make the regional. How much would you affect their power ranking? As you see, like Johnny put their
at like 10 or something.
He dropped them like was it 9th, 7th or something? Like he dropped them really far. How much would you like?
It's so tough to me because like heading into Major 1 and even after they lost in top 8, like I still had them as one of the best teams in the world. But like how many more results can they have like this where I can still like say like, oh, I still think they're the best in the EU, they're the best in the world. I don't know. I'd probably have them at like maybe like 2nd or 3rd in EU. Like I hate to say it, but like probably like 5th globally.
Do you think they'll still make worlds?
I think they will. I think Oxygen have a lot to do ahead of them, and I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. I think it's going to be too hard for them to perform at the major. I think they'll still have their chance to redeem at Worlds.
There was a guy in the chat that just told you to make that pussy far.
I think that was me.
Oh,
you idiot!
What?
You idiot!
Bro, it's Kofer.
I'm sorry.
No. Someone said it. Someone said it to me, and Kofer copy pasted it.
Oh,
are you gonna do it or not, Flitz?
I mean,
no,
bro,
I'm not.
Okay.
Bro, we gotta get out of here before fucking Kev's.
Yeah, Flitz. That's Nah, I agree with what Flitz said about KCORP. He hit the nail on the
I don't even know what he
coffin.
said. I don't even know what the fuck he said.
Thank you for coming on, Theo. Welcome to the quick chat.
Love you guys.
Appreciate it, brother.
Can we ban Kofer, please?
Yeah,
I don't even think that's the real Kofer, by the way.
Yes, it
No,
is.
that is the real Kofer.
That is.
Dude,
I can
my
tell
eyes are literally watering after seeing that comment. Because I saw him read comment, he's smiling as he's typing back to that guy.
That was funny.
All right, bro. Let's get somebody else in here. Reed, go for it.
This might be the last question the way fucking Kev's head in. Give me talent.
What's up, talent?
Ahoy.
How's it going, man? What you got for us?
Welcome.
Living the dream. Let me just stream. So with SSA becoming EU 2.0, how do you change?
Oh, I didn't even think about. Your mic cut out. Can you finish that that last statement again?
With SSA becoming EU 2.0, you think they're going to change some rules next season?
So I want to give a shout out to Graybeard because first off, he does so much for that region, and if you don't know Graybeard, he's the GOAT. But second off, he made a video pretty much like asking Rocket League to make a 2/3 rule, pretty much meaning like EU players could play in SSA, but they would need 2 players that reside or are from the region of SSA. I think that should be a thing in all regions. I think every team, like NA team should be majority in NA. SSA team should be a majority in SSA. The fact that the team that's most likely going to be going, correct me if I'm wrong, is VK Salin and his European boys, that's kind of fucking nuts. I'm going to be honest. So I really hope that Blast see this. And so far, I feel like Blast have been listening. So I think they are going to see that and implement some sort of rule. I hope it's a 2/3 rule.
Reed, do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's just 2/3.
I don't think these EU players should be able to go there and just. I think it's kind of whack. But hey, maybe it helps push the ceiling. So while they're there, maybe it helps a little bit. And yeah, but that's a good question, man. I think you'll see some changes for sure.
I completely forgot of what's going on in SSA. So I appreciate you coming on and asking that. That was a good question.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Kev, it's all you.
All right, let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
Let's do 2 more.
All right.
Luxum. I like it. Luxum, what up, man?
Hello.
What up? What do you got for us?
All right, Chicago. How much longer do you got going in Rocket League? And what are your plans for a business degree or a college degree?
Damn. All right.
I like it. Let's get to the details. What's your plan, big dog?
You'll come to Kennesaw.
I mean, I'm not like I'm not gonna be in Rocket League for like too much longer. Like I play like 2 years max. Especially with the way like or like the format's going, it's just kind of like it ruins a lot of fun because when we have these 6-week splits, it's like it's just super exhausting and you get like no time off. But yeah, I don't think I have more than like 2 years left in me. But also at the same time, I haven't fully thought about what I want to do. Obviously, like I'm trying to start like YouTube and Twitch and just see where that goes. I don't expect it to go anywhere, but who knows? Like I haven't fully decided if I'm gonna go to school or just go straight into working somewhere after. Like I haven't dove too deep into that, but I definitely like have it on my mind because I know it's like this isn't a job that's gonna last you a lifetime. Like that's just idiotic to think that way.
Would you take the
Twitch is
CRL
doing
route?
good.
Probably not, to be honest. If I retire from pro play, I don't think I want to touch the game. Like,
Well, I mean, if you're going to
competitively.
college though, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Fuck me, I can't even talk on my own show, right?
West Virginia or something like low key.
yeah, no.
You gotta
if
farm it
I'm-
like Lion Blaze.
No, you guys.
I don't know about. I don't know if is Kago going to Northwood or Trisha College.
Yeah, if I do decide,
let's get a napkin diploma. Come on.
Yeah, if I do decide to go to school, then definitely Sarah will be an option. But I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Also, maybe I'll just do OnlyFans and make that pussy fart. I don't know.
Okay. Welcome
Yeah.
to
Welcome.
the Quick Check.
Who's subscribing?
Rocket League, we would love a partnership with y'all, man.
Bro,
Yeah, Rocket
please
League,
get
hit us up.
That's a good question, though.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
thank you for
Thanks,
coming
Luxem.
on,
No problem.
man. Bro, Kago, 550K earned, bro. Buy me a watch
I
or
mean,
something. I'm doing
shit,
this for
brother.
free.
Okay. Guys, it's,
Bro,
I mean, you've had a hell of a career.
taxes. I appreciate it.
Oh,
fellas.
Taxes are bad, yeah. That's why you don't pay taxes. Wait around.
Yeah, exactly.
No. All right, let's do one more. One more, we're calling it.
Oh
Splits.
man, I dude. Oh brother.
Don't fuck up. Yeah,
Don't
let's-
fuck. I don't even.
Dude.
This Joyo fan guy, I'm just like scared
Yeah,
of
no,
because
I hit the-
don't bring him.
that guy scares me.
Uh,
That just doesn't
like a
seem like a
fake-
real
Yeah,
person.
no. So Blowsy and Chicago fan are definitely a no. Those guys are. Blowsy is scary. Look at his profile.
Dude,
Like it's
okay,
ominous.
this
Can I
is
go
on-
Buzzo?
No,
This
That's
guy,
Buzzo's
and I'm
thing.
pretty sure he only joined the Discord. This guy could
Bro.
be fucking crazy.
Flintz, I just want to say, watch out for the people unmuted. I think Buzzo's a good guy, but like the unmute people. the
No,
people
but
that
then
are
they're
there
gonna
just
learn. They're gonna
killing.
learn the strat.
Vade, what up?
All right, Evade, welcome, brother.
Oh,
Hello.
what you got for us, man?
Please give me something good.
Not exactly a Rocket League question, but how much would the subscription be, Chicago?
To the OnlyFans, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that is
That's
exactly
actually a
what I'm
pretty
talking
good question.
about.
I can't
Kago?
be mad. That's a good question.
I mean, can't make it too expensive, but you can't make it too cheap. You can't sell yourself out.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like 15 a month.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm thinking around like 15, maybe 17,
Also,
50.
Vade, he was thinking about doing full moon shots where he spreads his ass and then he's got the
Oh,
moon
yeah.
glowing under it.
I did
Yeah,
think as
That sounds
well
amazing.
for $100. Ket did say he'd come on the channel. We collab.
Okay.
Okay.
Vade, we appreciate you coming on, brother. Thanks for the question. Love
Alright.
that.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Does anyone have the Ray J pic of me filming Kep and Kago? Does anyone have that?
All right, I'm bringing in Mr. Turtle.
No, are we done? Are we doing another?
Well, hey,
Thought we
that
were
wasn't
done.
like
Is that a
real.
real-
That
that's-
wasn't
that's
real.
not a
That wasn't
real
I mean, fuck, bro. All right,
Come on, is that actually the last question?
Turtle.
Yo.
Yo, what's good?
What you got for us, man?
Welcome.
All right, Cap. If incorrect and SSG play, who you got in Switch stage?
It's a good question.
That
I'm
is a good
taking
question.
SSG and Flitz is going home.
Well, okay. Well, what's the series?
Yeah,
Let's get down to the
Oh,
business, right?
It's on. If you want the truth, it was a perfect sweep.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
that's just not the truth. I mean, we can clearly tell that the edible has gone straight into his brain.
Okay.
I mean, I don't go for you, Flitz, so it's not a problem.
You know, I think Kago knows that he's kind of got the major unlock, so he just kind of let me take that one. I think so.
I would say I don't know. I think 3-1 maybe. I think Flitz's team is better than people actually know about. Like their team
Bro,
should have made
Kev.
the last regional. What?
Please get you fucking thrusting and twerking off my screen, bro. Like, please scroll.
I was
Why
like,
is
what?
Zen
My
right below
bad.
you, bro?
Like,
My bad.
please scroll, man. Like, you are just. I'm just watching this gif of you fucking thrusting.
All right. Hey, bro, we appreciate the question, Turtle.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He just shit on them. Oh, I don't.